Hi again. So today we are here at the hideout of Jack, the jazz musician, and what else? You tell us.
What else? Well, I'm a massage therapist, healer of sorts, yoga teacher. I'm an actor. I'm a father and meditator, um, and just generally a student of life.
That's a whole lot of lists that you gave us, but how do you manage your time?
How do I manage my time? Well, under normal circumstances, before the coronavirus, um, I have a business, my own business, massage business, and I work out of my home in Rockridge, Oakland,
Okay.
and where I see clients, generally see several clients a day. Though these days it's slowed down quite a bit. And I've been doing massage for about 14 or 15 years now, and always learning about it. It's always a process. And so I spend a lot of my time working, doing massage. Also, I kind of depending on who my clientele is, I'm also pretty deep into diet and nutrition, and so I talk a lot about that stuff, and I have a particular kind of diet that I'm into, which is kind of out there, pretty weird for a lot of people, but I find it to be an amazing piece for my health and well-being. So that I also teach some yoga. I've been teaching yoga online since the corona hit. So on Facebook Live, offer a free class.
What's the
What
schedule
else?
of that?
Well, it was every day, and then I had a little bit of an injury, so I had to nurse that for a little bit. So I'm just about to get back into it, and I will probably be doing it daily again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now it's kind of changed the schedule, but you're gonna go and reinstate that
Yeah, exactly.
daily.
Yes, probably a daily, or at least 3 times a week, something like that.
Okay.
But I'll keep you updated about that.
Very
for sure.
cool. All
Yeah.
right. So you mentioned how things have changed a little bit because of what's going on right now, and a lot of people ask me that part. They want to know how people are coping, what how it's affected you, or what are the the biggest insights that or takeaway.
Right.
Maybe you could share that.
Oh, sure. Well, I mean, it's such a broad, it's the topic. So, I mean, kind of I don't know if I want to go into all the details politically, although I'm very opinionated. But in terms of I can stick to my personal life kind of takeaway, immediate, how I'm affected. First of all, I have a child, and so now we're talking about what we're going to be doing with school. So it looks like there's going to be online school.
That's
so
correct.
That presents a whole new world of craziness.
All the parents will connect with you on that one.
We got to get together and figure out how to do it, how to make it possible. In terms of my work, I obviously I don't have any more music gigs, so that all stopped. But I have been doing some live streaming from my backyard, from my living room, which has been great. Has been a blessing to be able to do that in light of the current situation.
Yeah.
It's also given me an opportunity to connect with some of my favorite musicians, some of the best jazz musicians in the whole world, who were out here from New York and various places staying.
That's right.
And I was lucky enough to connect with them and do some concerts, and people that I wouldn't necessarily get to play with, because a lot of times in the gigging world we just kind of
On your own.
We're on our own, and we're playing with whoever hires us. As a freelance musician, I just kind of wait for the phone to ring and then take whatever work is there. So I often don't get to play with my favorite musicians. So it was nice, actually, in some ways, to be able to do that, and kind of I'm excited about some potential new projects that could be forming out of this situation. So that's cool. In terms of massage, that pretty much stopped for a few months. I'm just recently safely starting to receive some new clients again, and then working with some of my long-standing old clients, and then open to one-on-one yoga lessons online as well. I have a pretty extensive background in bodywork and yoga, so I can guide people through if they're interested in learning yoga or learning more about yoga. So yeah, but in terms of my day to day, it's slowed way down. So I have a lot of time to read and study, practice music, hang out with my son when he's here, and and just be connected to what's happening and think, with the corona stuff. So it's a really interesting time if I can keep perspective and stay connected to nature, which I think is something that we've progressively kind of gotten further and further away from. And I think it has a lot to offer us in this time if we know how to listen. So that's a start.
Okay, that sounds great. I guess the next part of this video, I would like to ask you about the other parts of your story.
Sure.
For example, what got you to yoga? What are the things that you still want to achieve? Or you've said things that seems like a mix of experiences because of all this, where you felt the pain because the changes that it's created with your business, with your life. But at the same time, it opens some opportunities that seem to be pretty exciting and pretty bigger than what you've anticipated because of the modifications and all the situations that forces people to do, right? So those are the things that I want to talk about after this part. Cool. And I just want to say thanks for everyone who are still there and still listening to this one. I'm really big on supporting small businesses and the art scene, and the ones who are like the frontliners are really heavily affected by everything that's going on, and so are individuals that are not in that group. So just want to say hi to all of you and say thanks, and stay tuned for the next part. All right.